There's a team in California which calls itself pro football's dynamic organization. This team also lists as its assets a commitment to excellence, pride, and poise, and a monumental rise to greatness. If you haven't guessed by now, the team is the Oakland Raiders, and as the saying goes, if you say it but don't do it, that's bragging. If you say it and then do it, that's fact. The Raiders have merely been stating the facts because in the last 16 seasons, they've won more football games than any other team in the NFL. In 67, 68, and 69, they put together a landmark victory total of 37-4-1, unequaled in any three-year period in football history. Add to this 15 appearances in postseason competition, and you've just about got it all. But despite this awesome record, there has been one thing missing, one crowning glory absent, that being a world championship. In 1976, the always tough Raiders got even tougher and launched an all-out bid to accomplish that one supreme achievement. This is the way it was.
On opening day, the Pittsburgh Steelers found the Raiders long on injuries, short on excuses, primed and ready. Ken Stabler's touchdowns to Dave Casper and Fred Biletnikoff, number 25, helped earn 440 yards against the Steel Curtain. Still, Oakland trailed by 14 with only 5:35 remaining. Without standout veterans Art Toms, Horace Jones, Kelvin Corver, Marv Hubbard, and others, able coach John Madden's Raiders fought back courageously, defying adversity, time, and the Steelers. Dave Casper capped a brilliant drive with a 10-yard score. The aroused defense controlled Pittsburgh, forcing a punt that special team captain Warren Bankston blocked and number 47, Charlie Phillips, fielded. The great Oakland fans had learned to expect heroic rallies from their Raiders, for these wearers of the famed silver and black were veterans of pressure situations, at home with dramatic last-minute victories. Stabler bootlegged, tying the score at 28 with just 59 seconds left. Then Dave Rowe deflected a pass that linebacker Willie Hall intercepted, bringing on rookie place kicker Fred Steinfort. 1976 began with another remarkable chapter in the history of daring Raider comebacks. Raiders 31, Steelers 28. In Kansas City for a Monday night game, Raider special teams led the charge. Kicker Ray Guy, Neil Colsey, Terry Coons, Jack Tatum, Ted Kwolek, Rick Bonas, Mike Ciani, and number 61, Herb McMath, relentlessly shadowed the Chiefs. On offense, Mark Van Egan, number 30, and Pete Banasak, number 40, surged for big yardage. With overpowering protection from offensive captain Gene Upshaw and Art Shell, number 78, Stabler coolly completed 22 passes. But in the fourth quarter, Stabler was hobbled after drilling Mike Ciani with a final touchdown in a 24-21 win. Houston gets hot even indoors, but more fired up was a fierce Raider defense that burned the Oilers. Giant newcomers number 72, John Matuzak, and talented rookie Charles Filliar, number 77, products of football's premier scouting operation, were overwhelming. The undefeated Oilers had not yielded a touchdown in 1976, but rookie Mike Ray, playing for Stabler, changed that with scoring passes to Cliff Branch for a 14-13 Oakland triumph. A long Raider trip to New England found the Patriots inhospitable, but one taste of defeat was all this 1976 Oakland Raider team would tolerate. In San Diego, the Chargers challenged for first place. Neil Colsey's punt returns gave Oakland favorable field position. Then Ken Stabler deftly unfolded the game plan developed by head coach John Madden and skillful offensive assistants Oliver Spencer, Tom Flores, and Lou Erber. Cliff Branch scored from 74 and 41 yards out as Oakland roared back 27-17. In Denver, punt coverage taught by special teams coach Joe Scannella and led by Bradshaw and Phillips corralled the Broncos. Van Egan powered toward his 1,000-yard season. Then Oakland's precision passing finished a successful 5-week road trip 17-10.
J.C. Penney presents the sports shirt that feels as good as it looks. A shirt you can really relax in because the inside is cool, comfortable cotton. But no matter how much you relax, this shirt will stay looking neat and crisp because the outside is all polyester. Comfortable cotton inside, neat, crisp polyester outside. And at $10, even the price feels good. J.C. Penney sports shirts, they feel as good as they look.
Maybe you missed the opportunity to own one of these extraordinary cars when it was new, but now you have another chance, the Mazda RX-7. 0 to 50 in 6.3 seconds. Superb handling because of its front mid-engine design. And 2 models, starting under $6,400. The car you've been waiting for is waiting for you, the Mazda RX-7.
With lots of nice gift ideas for Father's Day, all priced at $10 or under.
Here it is, Austin. Capital Chevrolet has the savings on Monte Carlos you've been waiting for. Capital Chevrolet is having a special sale on all Monte Carlos this week, and they've even put them on a special lot. Check these specials. Stylish Monte Carlos like this as low as $52.95. Add the personal options that individualize your Monte Carlo and still save. Or save up to $1,250 on a loaded Monte Carlo. This is it, Austin. Capital Chevrolet has the savings you've been looking for on over 150 Monte Carlos.
Hurry down to 5th and Lamar and drive away in a Monte Carlo.
Ellis & Laser Garage and Body Shop, serviced Austin for over 24 years with complete auto maintenance and body shop. Ellis & Laser Garage and Body Shop, 211 East Riverside Drive.
Home at last, the Raiders hosted Green Bay. A scoreless battle exploded after linebacker Phil Villapiano made a key theft. In the NFL's 57-year history, no team ever had a better pass completion percentage than these 1976 Oakland Raiders. So Ken Stabler quickly went airborne, striking for 3 scores in 9 minutes. This lightning attack included an 88-yard bolt to Cliff Branch, most feared deep receiver in football today. Then a clutch interception by number 26, Skip Thomas, preserved an 18-14 victory. Oakland now stood 6-1. When Denver invaded Raider country, Coach Madden's resourceful defensive aides, Tom Doms, Don Shinnick, and Bob Zeman, unleashed an awesome pass rush that sacked Bronco quarterbacks 10 times. Behind textbook blocking, Clarence Davis, number 28, went for 1 score. Then Raider Radio's Bill King described further action in the 19-6 win.
Slot left, Raiders 3rd down now, and still 6 to go. Deep bomb being thrown to Bolitnikoff up the left side. Leaping catch, end zone, touchdown!
Then east to Chicago, where Otis Sistrunk, Dave Rowe, and Ted Hendricks chilled NFC rushing leader Walter Payton and the Bears' offense even more than did the winter weather. Despite bitter cold, the Raiders' passing stayed hot.
To the right, Stabler back, first down, he's going to pass, he's got time, throwing the bomb for Branch. Branch down on the 35, takes it in stride, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown Raiders!
Though held to under 3 yards per carry, Payton found the end zone, and the game rocked back and forth. Tough defense made big plays. A Sistrunk deflection and Hendricks' interception set up a 28-27 Raider lead.
Branch to the left, Biletnikoff to the right. Stabler back to pass again from midfield. Throwing a deep bomb, going to Branch against Livers. Livers knocks it down. Branch catches it. Touchdown Raiders! Holy Toledo!
John Madden epitomizes coaching greatness. His foresight in taking the wind in the fourth quarter helped preserve victory.
Huff waits. The snap, the spot, the kick on the way. It's high enough. No good! No good! It hit the right upright! Oh! The Oaklanders continue to live by the veritable, the terribly cliched skins of their collective teeth.
Then a huge TV audience learned an unforgettable lesson about these mighty Oakland Raiders. By losing, Oakland could deny Pittsburgh the playoffs. But the Raiders know only one way to play, to win. Victory is a way of life for the silver and black. Rick Jennings' kickoff return started it off. The rest was pride and poise, preparation and performance.
Branch to the left against Riley, who's 5 yards off the line. Biletnikoff to the right against Parrish. Back is Stabler. Pumps once. Goes down the middle of Casper. Wide open. Touchdown Raiders!
There would be no stopping Oakland now by anyone. These combat-ready Raiders had grown stronger through challenge and adversity. Stabler and Branch flashed from 42 yards out, and the critics went silent. Interceptions by Monty Johnson, George Atkinson, number 43, and Jack Tatum, number 32, destroyed Cincinnati's offense. And then the Raiders calmly shattered Bengal playoff hopes as Stabler and Biletnikoff clinched win number 12, 35-20.
I wouldn't do this with anything but a Lufkin.
I wouldn't measure this with anything but a Lufkin.
I wouldn't do this with anything but a Lufkin.
The pros use Lufkin because Lufkin holds up on the job. And the Lufkins the pros use, you can use because they're available in your local stores. They make Lufkin for professionals. That's why they're great for amateurs. Lufkin, another fine name from the Cooper Group.
It's really hard to believe that this colorless cream will let me gradually get rid of just as much gray as I want.
Grecian Formula 16, famous clear liquid and now new cream. It's colorless, easy to use as hair cream, no mess. Use a little every day. You're in complete control of just how much gray you slowly get rid of. Some of it, most of it, or all of it.
Now I use it just once a week or so. It's a cinch to keep it this way, looking perfectly natural.
Grecian Formula 16, famous liquid, and now cream.
TJN Productions presents its big summertime $10 and under arts and crafts show this Sunday with lots of nice gift ideas for Father's Day, all priced at $10 or under.
The Problem Solvers are having a grand opening of their new store at 5609 South Congress. The Problem Solvers is family owned and operated. They're ready to help you solve your household maintenance problems with a large selection of lumber, paint, plumbing, hardware, and garden supplies. What better time to meet the Problem Solvers family than during their grand opening through June 11th? Hand tools, Negley paint, and other prizes to be given away. Free Coke, too. Come to the grand opening of the Problem Solvers new store through June 11th at 5609 South Congress.
Ellis and Laser Garage and Body Shop, service to Austin for over 24 years with complete auto maintenance and body shop. Ellis and Laser Garage and Body Shop, 211 East Riverside Drive.
Against the Patriots in the AFC playoff, Stabler received solid protection from Dave Dalby, John Vella, and George Beeler as Oakland marched for an early field goal. The Raider defense alertly matched razzle-dazzle with readiness and reaction. Trailing 7-3, Oakland forged ahead on this catch by master craftsman Fred Biletnikoff. But the Patriots regained the lead 21-10 late in the third quarter. The valiant Raiders stormed goalward in classic drives. First, Van Egan scored, but Oakland still trailed by 4. Now only 4 minutes left, 68 yards to go. Now every Raider dug deep for the something extra that marks champions. As the Raider receiver was clobbered even farther downfield, New England was caught belting Stabler in the head. The Raiders relentlessly closed in as the game drew to a dramatic finish.
It is second down. Stabler rolling to the left. He's going to go. He brings it in. Penny Stabler, but a flag down. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Touchdown indication, flag down. No final decision yet. Here's the signal coming. Offside New England, decline Oakland. Touchdown Oakland.
Next, the AFC Championship.
At wide receiver from the University of Colorado, number 21, Cliff Branch.
Against Pittsburgh, Ray Guy was fearlessly protected. The Steeler punter was not, and you begin partial block set up a Raider field goal. Then the defense rose up tall.
Stallworth to the left, out to the right is Swan. Split backs. Back goes Bradshaw. He's got time to throw. A lot of time. He fires one that Fuqua can't hold. It is intercepted by Hall. Hall is up from the 25 to the 20 to the 10. He's being run out of bounds on the 3-yard line.
Behind devastating blocking, Clarence Davis put the determined Raiders ahead 10-0. The Oakland defense played with controlled fury, growing stronger, tougher. Every play was a challenge to be met and conquered. Raider execution and emotion were at a level Pittsburgh found unstoppable.
Stabler play fakes, drops back. Here comes the rush. He gets rid of it to Bankston. Touchdown Raiders!
With Pittsburgh's league-leading defense on the ropes, Coach Madden went for the clincher, ensuring the Raiders' Super Bowl date with destiny.
And Warren Bankston side. Here's the play fake. Stabler back. Here comes a blitz by Ham, but he throws. Touchdown Raiders!
Yeah! There you go! Yeah! Great call, John! Got him down now. Don't let off.
The Raiders never faltered. Number 43, George Atkinson, the NFL's smallest strong safety, played with giant skills and intensity. The Raiders danced deservedly, casting a silver and black shadow across Steeler hopes. No team could deny these Raiders their place in the sun.
The Super Bowl really exists for the Oakland Raiders. All along they've been thinking it was somebody's crazy illusion. 10 seconds to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. The field is being engulfed by humanity. Time is run out. The Oakland Raiders have made it to the Super Bowl.
Maybe you missed the opportunity to own one of these extraordinary cars when it was new, but now you have another chance, the Mazda RX-7. 0 to 50 in 6.3 seconds. Superb handling because of its front mid-engine design. And 2 models, starting under $6,400. The car you've been waiting for is waiting for you, the Mazda RX-7.
I'm Greg Nettles, and I catch line drives.
I'm Harvey Martin, and I catch quarterbacks.
And the best way to catch what we're catching is in Sports Illustrated, the magazine that puts you where you want to be. Every issue, week after week, you'll get the people and the teams from every sport and from every angle.
All with the style of the nation's #1 sports magazine.
With Sports Illustrated, you're right down the line.
Oh, right on top of the quarterback.
Ooh. Sports Illustrated.
Be there every week.
The gripper. Monroe builds gripper to equal or exceed original equipment shock specifications. That means gripper is as good, if not better, than the shocks Detroit puts on our new cars. And now you can save money on Monroe's gripper. Only $4.95 at your participating Bull Parts full-line associates. For big value and original equipment performance, buy the gripper. On sale now at participating full-line associates. For pro service and pro products, shop the Pro Shop. Here it is, Austin. On Monte Carlos you've been waiting for. Capital Chevrolet is having a special sale on all Monte Carlos this week, and they've even put them on a special lot. Check these specials. Stylish Monte Carlos like this as low as $52.95. Add the personal options that individualize your Monte Carlo and still save. Or save up to $1,250 on a loaded Monte Carlo. This is it, Austin. Capital Chevrolet has the savings you've been looking for on over 150 Monte Carlos.
Hurry down to 5th and Lamar and drive away in a Monte Carlo.
Super Bowl 11, the Oakland Raiders versus the Minnesota Vikings. From the outset for the Oakland Raiders, professional sports outstanding organization, there was never a question about the Super Bowl. This game, this season, this league, this decade belonged to the silver and black. Raider might was undeniable early, but Minnesota got life, blocking a punt deep in Oakland territory. But no panic, no break in Raider concentration and intensity. Just stop them now, get the ball back.
Trackenden gives to McClanahan. Stonewall. There's a scramble. There may have been a fumble. Oakland recovers. Holy Toledo.
Then 125 million people saw Clarence Davis follow guard George Beeler left. Behind the blocking artistry of Casper, Shell, Upshaw, Dalby, and Vela, Davis was en route to a 137-yard rushing day. The Raiders drew first blood after Dave Casper's catch was ruled out on an Earl Mann field goal. Next, Oakland boldly drove 64 yards to gain a 10-0 lead. Number 31, Carl Garrett, contributed key yardage. Fred Biletnikoff took the Raiders to the 1.
Bankston on the right side as a wingback. Stabler back to pass. A quick throw into the end zone. Casper, touchdown Raiders! Yasha Heifetz never played a violin with more dexterity than Kenny Stabler is playing the Minnesota Viking defense this afternoon in the Rose Bowl Stadium at Pasadena.
The worldwide audience now realized that time alone stood between these Raiders and complete domination of Super Bowl 11. From the 1, Pete Banaszak punched it over. Meticulous design coupled with devastating blocking by backs and line alike powered the Raiders down the glory road. In the third quarter, Oakland moved farther ahead, 19-0. with an Earlman 40-yard field goal. Magnificent special teams, offense and defense. An electrifying, intimidating force in silver and black that now stands as history's best. In the words of syndicated columnist Jim Murray, these Raiders play football like commandos, jumping through skylights with machine guns blazing. Willie Hall intercepted on the Oakland 30. Just 4 plays and the turnover equaled touchdown. The long gainer coming from Stabler to Biletnikoff. Pete Banaszak scored again as the Raider assault rolled on relentlessly. Then defensive captain Willie Brown finished the scoring avalanche 32-14.
And he looks and throws. Intercepted by the Oakland Raiders. Willie Brown at the 30, 40, 50. He's going all the way. Old man Willie. Touchdown Raiders.
We're number one. That's it. We're number one.
John Madden's grin is from ear to ear. He looks like a slick watermelon.
Together with their loyal fans, the Oakland Raiders